Hey guys, welcome to my mute video on Rainbow Six Siege, and I'm here to. This is technically a bit of a guide, and as well as a kind of
Op 4 has yet to locate a bomb.
kind of a rant, because I'm here to talk about why mute is also very underappreciated compared to most operators. And I am a mute main, and I have played mute since I started the game, pretty much. I started in Dustline, and I've been very mute. I've been playing a lot of mute, basically. And mute, as how many people know, is very simple to use. You just put down a mute jammer, and if you start on this particular site, you can just put a jammer right here and be done with it, because all drones cannot go up, and that's great, right? Well, it goes way more beyond that. Mute's capabilities are way beyond that, and I'm here to pretty much talk about why and how. And mute is a info denying he's an info denying operator, mainly over most things. He denies stuff, basically. And it's not just placing jammers to block drones and placing a jammer to block thermite charges. Of course it's helpful, and that's pretty much how you use it. Yeah, but it goes way more than that. So I'm also going to show you a bit of a trick. For example, let's treat this as a tree wall garage, right? You can actually put your jammer right in the middle. I line it up with this thing right here in the middle. Put it back, and the radius, which is actually spherical, by the way, not circular. It covers up enough of three walls. One here, for example, and one here, and one here, if it was facing that way. But basically, it will cover enough to the center of each walls, and this wall it's entirely. You only need one jammer, basically, and it will cover enough that thermite cannot place a charge over here, or in the middle of the other wall. He can, however, place it to the very edge of it and blow it that way. However, that's a very awkward spot to have. A bit useful because you can get in. You sure can get in, but also you wouldn't need to know about this tactic at all, because for all you know, there might be two jammers or one jammer, and if they try, and they would have to try to know about it and put it at the edge and blow it up. But basically, he can cover three walls with one jammer. That's the main point of it. And not people know that the only counter is by, of course, the Thatcher. It's a hard counter, but whatever. And putting your Hibana or thermite charge at the very edge. And when, as usual, you can put a jammer to block drones. You can also put a jammer right here, which is what you probably shouldn't do, because a lot of people that play mute very basic. It's kind of common knowledge at this point, but yeah, you shouldn't put a jammer right here because people can prone down and shoot it, or just shoot it straight forward. You should, however, be doing it like this, at least. In most places, they can't prone and shoot it very well. But, like, for example, also you shouldn't put it right here immediately at the start of the round. You should put it in the middle anyway, because no one's going to shoot it yet. It's the prep phase. Because if someone reinforces this wall while your jammer's there, I think it get destroyed. But yeah, be careful about that. You can also put jammers on windows, but essentially most windows, as a mute, you shouldn't be putting it for windows only. This is excused because there's a balcony outside, and they can technically not repel window, technically. So if you can put a jammer right here, it covers the drone hole and the window. You can also just put it right under the window. You can't really see it anywhere, and the jammer's large enough to cover it. And from outside, you cannot. Yeah, you can't see that at all. I think they can repel that upside down and see that, but no, I don't think they can. But yeah, that's great and all.
You have
Like
entered an enemy controlled
you would
area.
think, hey, that's
Leave
basic.
now.
They
You have
can't
been
use the
spotted.
drones, and that's it. And from the attacker side, if you were to argue, right? Oh, you can just walk in and shoot the
You will
jammer,
be
right?
detected if you remain
Just
in.
boom, boom, and that's the jammer's gone. No, it goes way more than that. It's a lot more. So basically, as mute, you deny, as you know, you deny information. But what does that really mean? What kind of information do you deny? So information as in if players that play
If you remain
smart,
in this
right?
zone, you will be detected by hostiles.
They will use drones. Mute stops drones. And by stopping drones, they're forced to take out the jammer or keep on with the round without information, any
You will be
information
detected
gained.
if you remain in this
And
area.
so
You
if
have been
it's
spotted by hostiles.
if they
Fall
can't
back.
shoot the jammer, if they can't jump in and shoot it because that's a stupid move, by the way, because if someone was here, you wouldn't know because there's no information. You wouldn't know someone's already here and trying to pre-fire you. You wouldn't know if someone's back here trying to pre-fire you. Same goes for here. You can put a jammer right here. They can't shoot it. They are, however,
You
supposed
have
to
entered an enemy
waste
controlled
utility.
area. Leave now.
If
You will
they
be
really
spotted.
want to, they can throw a grenade right here, and that wastes utility. And that's one less grenade they can use, right? And that's a huge thing for just something you can easily you should be able to easily shoot.
You will be detected.
But at the same
if
time,
remain
if you were to run in, you wouldn't know someone's back here trying to shoot you, right? And that's exactly what where mute shines. The denying information is very, very important. And by the way, to add, before I forget, a lot of people say, oh, you can just put jammers on windows and all, but no, you can see I put one jammer for that wall, one jammer for stairs. If you can just leave it here because if someone were to come up here, you should probably put that a bit backwards if you want. But if they were to come up here and probably get shot by anyone roaming here, if they were, or roaming downstairs even, but they would have to take their time and shoot the jammer and then be able to run. But even then, that wastes the time. That wastes enough time, maybe 15 to 30 seconds, especially for this one, just to throw a grenade, just to be able to walk in or throw another drone. And yeah, that's great, like really, really great. And what else? Yeah, I forgot. Windows, right? So people say Windows. Yeah, as I said, I put one jammer there, one jammer there, one jammer there, and I only have like maybe one or two jammers for Windows, and usually it's not all that worth it because leaving a jammer there means you're essentially leaving anything else to counter this window. Because if someone were to repel, you can go to garage at the bottom stairs, or you can use those windows, or you can use the skylight windows right here and kill the people repelling. And you don't even need because if it was fuse, come on, you can counter fuse a lot more ways than just a mute jammer. And if it was a breaching charge thing or whatever, but even mute that sorry, for castle barricades, right? Even if we were to reinforce it with a jammer, it does stop breaching charges, but it doesn't stop Ash's breaching rounds. So that's a waste of a jammer, but depending on where anyway, depending on which site you want to cover it with. But most of the time I feel like windows like these, it's not worth putting a jammer on. You should just put a jammer right here if you want to. So that's even like, technically that's like you stop information over here and waste time over here, and then there's another jammer right here to have to deal with. Somewhat a similar mentality to putting down a mirror window, right? If you put a mirror window right here, for example, you don't even know if anyone's back there because you don't have any information except jammers stop drones, and you don't know if anyone's back here. And that's a similar mentality. You pretty much just leave a gadget there and the entire round just goes with it. And yeah, if it affects a lot, and mute's really great because of that.
Seconds.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. But also
10 seconds to go.
before this ends,
You have entered an enemy
which I'm
controlled
gonna kill
area.
myself anyway.
Your location has been compromised.
before I'm done with this,
Mission failure.
I'm gonna show you one more thing, which is why meats weapons are great. Basically, MP5K. I'll pick the Coast Guard office, which is a shit place, but still.
Protect the bombs.
Yeah, similar mentality. Like these windows, you can put a jammer right here, sure, but you can also
10
have.
seconds left.
I guess, well, depends on the runouts because you can just take out the windows, and they can't throw drones inside, and that stops the drones if they
Increase
throw it
surveillance
in.
on bombs. Op 4 has a
Or
diffuser.
throw it even further, but still, yeah. Put a jammer here if you want, but yeah. Anyway, you get the idea. And now up to Mute's weapons. Mute's MP5K is goddamn amazing. As you can see, I have iron sights on this. Can you even see how clear this is? Like, how amazing this looks. It's so good. And I picked a white weapon skin, a weapon skin that makes the iron sights white. I think it's originally black. But yeah, it's clear with the white iron sights. And it's very, very accurate and low recoil. It also deals more damage than the MPX. Albeit lower fire rate, but it deals more DPS. And you can also hip fire very accurately. Like, look at this. It's great. And so basically, and I think it's a 3 to 4 shot kill onto the chest because of how much damage it does, and it's a really amazing rifle, SMG. And people want ACOG for it. I don't really care. I'm gonna use the one-time sights anyway. It's really good, and I'll be showing you a bit of clips of my interactions, plays with the MP5K iron sights, and it's a really good weapon. People underestimate me really often, and I just made this video to show you that he's not that bad. He's a really solid pick, and does more than Bandit does when it comes to denying walls. You know, like just the jobs they both do. They have different roles. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, his pistol is great too. It's not that hard to use. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.